as Flois will be able to pick up an elim as he's going through here, but then I believe he fell right after that.
And landing in a different spot than he was normally, as he does end up falling to SD. He, in the gas station, has been changing up loot spots every single game today, and it doesn't seem to be working out after his great performance in that first game.
Rifle actually going to yoink that elimination away there. As you can see, Thomas trying to close in, get as much pressure here. Rifle did close out that last game, so getting another elimination there. Really good job on Thomas, using that shockwave horizontally, closing the distance onto passive and give him a little donkey laugh and take the L. If you're in Party Royale Island right now, you got that combo? Can you hit that combo real quick? Give him the donkey laugh into the L with a quick little dab and then back into the L. Show him what you got. Show Thomas HD some love, because that was a well-executed play there. He's going to look to continue to roll with that loot into the finals. And I think one of the players has to be below Storm Surge, because they're in the zone and still pressing really aggressively.
And a nice heads-up tag there by Deceptos to get another tag for that Storm Surge. He's hopping the box. He's done with it. He says, you know what? I don't want to wait anymore. I want that tag. And with that elimination, he secures himself a placement point as well as the elim point, going into that top 75 placement threshold.
After getting the resources from that elimination, but now on board with Bafo here, slightly off of the top 15 pace in terms of 20 points, but more than capable of picking himself back up, and he is well above that Storm Surge threshold now. And oh my lord, the legendary pistol going to work. Ovations Arion going down there, and we've talked about just how strong that weapon can be and why these competitive and top players are opting to pick it up.
And Thomas has been mastering it so far, but he does get tagged up again. This is not good for Thomas. He's got the shockwave launcher. He's got a lot of builds, but he's running out of heals as he's going to get a nice beam, and we'll see him shockwave here momentarily. No, decides not to. As Carrot seems like he ran out of mats or was just in a bad situation, and Thomas capitalized yet again. And we've seen this in the first game. We saw him get mid-game elims. But this is the first time he's been able to actually get an elim and get the loot that comes with it. So that's going to be really good and really scary for these competitors. If he's able to pick up any minis or floppers there, he's in a good spot. Someone, however, not in a good spot is Arden, as Hin takes him down very, very low. Arden's going to have to make a play, but there's no play to be made there from him.
And the Storm was on his back, forcing him to rotate through. Your Hen also good job dropping down, picking up whatever he could get there, because you notice not a ton of materials, which ends up equating to 150 total builds. Is now we're going to switch on over to an initial replay here of Hen putting pressure down towards the fight and getting kind of this first damage onto Ardit, and it's just like a really good job making sure he's closing this out. And you can see, because the Storm is pressing up on the back and Ardit doesn't have the supplies or anything to really get past Hen, he's just forced to go, and Hen faking that he had rotated and then turning around. A really good job picking up that elimination, as now we're going to hop back on board with our current leader, Gamers Origin Deceptos. Make sure he gets himself back up. You do see Rifla moving past him there. That was the match number 3 winner, trying to continue his momentum and rolling forward, as now back on board here with Deceptos. Burned 2 of his minis and one of the big pots. Also down to just 62 builds and 2 crash pads. There's a player right next to him, not owning the wall, and he follows up 1, 2, 3 shots, but then he needs to back off right away because he picked up racks. But then another player was squeezing in towards the end, and this is that 4th circle kind of crunch we talk about, where everyone's piling in, establishing their box on the edge of the zone, trying to pull the half in, half out, but not get eliminated and not end up being the focus of other players. That's why you see kind of these different apartment buildings kind of being segmented off towards the side, as now we swing on over to Tayson, who also has Snazy right by him, but Tayson currently throwing some great shots and in an awesome gatekeeping position.
And in a very good spot, because there's no one really looking at him in that area. Now, if Zone does not pull where he wants it to, he will be in an awkward spot, but you see a shark coming through the background, hitting some players, somebody else down below just trying to stave off the pressure, the lobby spray coming through. And that's what happens when you be a little bit of a loot goblin. Is Milan gonna go down, but Tayson looking to get another elimination there. So someone else trying to rotate out as well. A lot of shots going down, everybody firing. He finds
trying to get around and rotate the side using kind of the water and the path that was there. But both the Sharks and the lobby focus and the fact that the players had already established themselves in the zone meant the late rotate wasn't going to pay off. As now, look at the players who are all stacked on top of each other here. We're going to hop on board with Letwick, who's going to pick up Flappa Michael. We are inside the top 50, so second placement point has gone over. Now back on board with Letwick again, trying to push through and find a second Elam. It's Rifla who's going to get down. That was the match number 3 winner, so still plenty of the top players left in this one.
But they could go down if Letwick's continuing to push this advantage, but he doesn't have HP in his inventory. He's got the floppers, but no extra minis. This is not what he wanted from that loot. He was hoping for big shields, chug splashes, any more minis there, but not able to get it. Maybe wonder if Rifle was able to steal some of those away as he decides to disengage and actually ends up landing near Slick there. For Strokey down there as well. Slender, Vadil, Queasy, Payson down there as you see them panning through. Rifle, though, in a very good spot to look at anybody crash padding into zone. His shots continuing to hit here for him is just tracking beautifully through the air. Milan will fall there. Running out of AR ammo, though, so this is concerning. He's not able to pick up any of these eliminations. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, he's desperately looking for the siphon because he doesn't have a big pot to take himself over. This is the half in, half out zone, so he's just trying to keep the players from rotating in. But as you see in the bottom right-hand corner, pretty much everyone has already made it right to the edge of the circle. So once we move into zone number 6, aka the moving zones and the late game, it's all going to be about the rotation priority. This is the late game, match number 4. All of the top players are still in it, so keep an eye on that top left corner and who's taking down who, as all of them are capable of winning this game and closing out the victory route. 40 players remaining. The zone's going to close here, and we'll have the first reveal of the moving zones. You can see Rifla, Deceptos, 7 Tor, Steelix, Bion God, all the players directly on top of each other. Floki, Thomas HD, Vato, so many players stacked right towards this edge, and nobody has priority on the zone. Everybody is going to be forced to rotate. Look in the bottom right-hand corner. Pretty much the entire lobby is on the south side, and you have to go northwest. This is going to signal a ton of early crash pads, early launch pads, and then players who don't have that utility either looking to recycle it from opponents or just branch out right away. And here it goes. The crash pads and the launch pads are out.
Rifle choosing to just launch instead of recycle because he doesn't want to rely on that volatility that is the Fortnite lobby. You see, looking around and scouting everything that he can. He wants as much information as he can. SMG is out. We haven't seen any SMG plays here in competitive Fortnite because not a lot of players are prioritizing it. As an RPG is going to come through. Rifle going to take a lot of damage, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this one. 29 HP. He does have mini shields in his inventory, and you see he did get out, and he is going on the aggression. He has to go forward, and he needs to realize that he's got to be careful. He also needs this. He desperately needs to get elimination, challenging high ground there, and now dropping down.
And MCS X Squeezy has just picked up a huge elimination. Deceptos going down. Anas also going down. X Squeezy got picked up right before that, but the 2 top players are now out. This is Rifla's opportunity to stamp it. Hen is out as well. That's another player who is top 6 going into it. All of the legends are dropping, and Rifla saying, it's my opportunity to shine. He won match number 3. Can he turn it around? He picks up Slicks as well, saying, I'm the best of us right now. I will prove it. 39 points. Top 25 going through. Another placement threshold, but can he execute from the low ground, now hopping up into the mid ground as we get a look at the wide and everyone else rotating through, but back on board with Rifle. Already 4 eliminations and pushing for that next placement threshold at top 20 as Janice picks up Thomas. Shrimsy also going down, another point ticking over, and that's around 40 for Rifle.
This is really good to see, but he's got to keep going. He can't get stuck in the zone like this. That's exactly what's happening. He's being held out. Shots come through. Not able to connect on him, and he's going to take over the zone. 41 points is what he's finished on for this game. So anybody over 41 or close is going to look to challenge. Janus on the high ground. Ludwig in the mid ground. Tace on there as well. Smudge and Stacey. Vadil, PCH, and Scrib there. That's your top, 11, 10 players there. As Janus is looking just to spray everybody. PCH rotating through that second high position, looking to get anything going there is Interact is hiding behind Letwick there. We get a lot of wides coming through as Janice is trying to pressure down there. I believe with that pistol there, or maybe an AR, doesn't really have much to work with. It seems like as his HP has not increased. Is Tayson going to get tagged on up? Smudge and PCH added. Scrib trying to make their rotation through. Slender on the low ground as well as Stacey. PCH is unfortunately going to fall. Interact going to be there as well. Vadil right now on your screen. 3 eliminations, looking to make it more. 9 total players remaining. Got Crash Mix, he's got Flopper. Scrib is gonna fall there. Vidil trying to rotate with the last little bits of mats that he's got, and he's got enough hard mats to make one more box, and then he's gonna have to make a play. As everybody making plays down below, he's just trying to hold out. He doesn't want to drop down right away. Stacey going down, nice shot there on the Tayson. It's a mythic loot there, but he's not gonna be able to pick it on up. Everybody falling. Punch going down as well. Flopper's being popped here. Does he have enough HP to pop and make it in his zone? The Floppers are gonna help him. Letwick gonna go down. He was up there near the points as well. Janice maybe able to take this. The FNCS solo invitational winner doing very well, but looking for deal. Just floppering in zone, trying to mini up, trying to get prepared. As Slender is gonna go into the zone. The Shockwave launcher is here. Janice gonna lose high ground there to Vidil. Does he have enough HP to keep it? Does he have enough mats to keep it as well? Vidil dropping down, Shockwave being used, everyone being flown. Janice is still there, shots coming through. Vidil gonna miss, and unfortunately Slender gonna take him down. Now in a 1v1 scenario, Janice launches himself into zone. Oh no, this is not what he wanted. He didn't want that, but shots go through. He hits a lot of damage, and now the HP is back in his favor. Slender has to make a play. Shockwave's being used, and I don't know if there's enough Shockwaves left in the game to give Janice the win, but he's got the HP, he's got the shotgun shot, he's got the pressure, but can he find it? Can he find the angle that he needs? He's gonna have to drop down sooner or later. The zone. We've got one more, but Slender notices that and gets the jump up dub.
Slender with the 4 eliminations in the victory royale.
In first place, is it someone new? What's it going to be? No, Rifla is still holding on to that top spot. 41 points in total, now almost leading the pack, right behind Vidil in eliminations, has that win in case of the tiebreaker, but he is dominating game after game, so consistent.